Pixie, and welcome to Pixie's Playhouse. On today's episode, we will be talking about the cult favorite, So I Married an Axe Murderer, and we will be comparing Captain Crunch's Canuck Crunch to Captain Crunch's Crunch Berries. And we will also be comparing Froot Loops with the spooky marshmallows for Halloween with the original Froot Loops. Alright, so let's get started here. I love this box with Cousin It on it, by the way. So here we go. We'll start with Captain Crunch's Canuck Crunch, which has the red and white berries for Canada, limited edition. So let's pour some milk in our bowl and let's get started. All right. Okay. So here's what it looks like. It's red and white, although some of the red pieces look kind of lighter than others, almost orangey. And let's cut this open. Okay. So I'll show you what it looks like. There it is. Very festive looking. Smells very good. Let's taste some from the dry section first without the milk. It's really good. It just tastes like regular Captain Crunch with a little bit of a berry taste. It's not a specific berry flavor that you can really place. It is really, really good. I'm going to give that 9 out of 10 horns in the air. All right, we're going to switch it up and compare it to Captain Crunch's Crunch Berries. Now it looks like he's got some more colors here. He's got purple, green, blue, and red on the box there. He looks a lot like Colonel Sanders to me. If you think that he's related to Colonel Sanders, let me know in the comments. Okay, so this has the treasure chest pieces as well, in addition to the Crunch Berries. So you're getting both of the shapes there. All right. So I love those treasure chests. Aren't they cute? All right, let's try it dry first, then we're gonna add some milk. So we'll try just the chest. Classic. Just tastes like Captain Crunch, not as berry to me as this for some reason. Let's try this again. The Captain Crunch Berries is going to get an 8 out of 10 horns in the air. I prefer the Canuck Crunch. The Canuck Crunch is a little bit more, get more of a berry taste. Not any specific berry, but a generic berry taste. For some reason, even though I love the addition of the classic Captain Crunch treasure chest and the Captain Crunch Berries, that you get both the chest and the berries, for some reason it's not as berry as it should be, even though it has multicolored berries in there. So I'm going to go with the Canuck Crunch. Now in the Froot Loop showdown, I've taken the spooky edition with Cousin It, and I've poured it in a bowl. Now this has marshmallow shapes that are spooky for Halloween. If you want to see, I did actually review all of the Addams Family cereals in a different video. So I've poured that in a bowl here, and I love the shapes here. You have some Frankenstein heads, some bats, some ghosts flying by. So it's pretty cute, and you get just the two colors, which is the Halloween purple and the Halloween orange. So we got our milk in there. Let's hit a bit dry first. Mmm. Mm-hmm. The marshmallows are much softer now than when I initially reviewed the cereal. It is really, really good, and to me, marshmallows pretty much make everything better, especially when they're spooky shapes. That one's going to get an 8 out of 10 horns in the air. Now we have the OG here, the original Froot Loops. And they're all types of different colors here. You've got the green, the yellow, the orange, and the pink, although I am pretty sure that all Froot Loop colors do taste the same, even though they're colored differently. So we got the milk in, and I'm going to try some plain. Seven out of 10 horns in the air. The marshmallow version is definitely way better. They should make Froot Loops like that all year round because it is just incredibly awesome. I did really enjoy this mix of cereal today. So I was just going to do a review of the Captain Crunch's Canuck Crunch and compare it to the Crunch Berries, but since there is a Froot Loop scene and So I Married an Axe Murderer, I decided to bring out the Froot Loops as well today. So I Married an Axe Murderer is a 1993 movie. It stars Mike Myers as Charlie Mackenzie, Nancy Travis as Harriet, Anthony LaPaglia as Tony, Amanda Plummer as Rose, and Brenda Fricker as Charlie's mother, May. Other cast members include Alan Arkin, Debbie Mazar, Charles Grodin, Stephen Wright, Phil Hartman as well. Mike Myers does double duty as Charlie and his eccentric father, Stuart. Charlie is a beat poet. He meets Harriet, who is a butcher, and they hit it off. When May tells Charlie a news item from a tabloid about Mrs. X, who kills her husbands with an axe on their honeymoon, he starts to become suspicious of Harriet, as she seems to have many things in common with Mrs. X. They both lived in Atlantic City, dated Russian martial arts instructors, and Harriet screams "Ralph" in her sleep. Apparently, Mrs. X also knows a Ralph. Charlie asks Tony, his police detective friend, to investigate. Tony often dresses in 70s clothing reminiscent of Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch, complete with a feather hat and platform shoes, although he claims that these are his hip undercover clothes. Tony is often invited to dinner at the Mackenzies, where he is accosted, kissed, and groped by May, Charlie's mother, who seems to have a little crush on Tony. Understandable. And calls him a wee sexy bastard. Stuart spouts gems like, "Look at the size of that boy's head. I'm not kidding, it's like an orange on a toothpick." No kidding, his head's like Sputnik, which is in reference to Charlie's brother's head. He also maligns Colonel Sanders, stating, "I hate the Colonel with his wee beady eyes and that smug look on his face. He puts an addictive chemical in his chicken that makes you crave it fortnightly, smartass." Harriet lives with her sister Rose, who warns Charlie to be careful. She offers him silver-dollar pancakes, freshly squeezed orange juice, and Kona coffee for breakfast, but instead pours him a bowl of Froot Loops. Charlie puts his fears aside and marries Harriet. When they're on their honeymoon, Charlie receives a call from Tony that Harriet may in fact be Mrs. X. Just then, a thunderstorm ensues and the power goes out, and that's when the fun starts. So much for watching. Please like and subscribe because we're trying to build a cool community, and stay cool, ghouls.